Why are perpendicular lines important for algebra equations? Imagine two lines crossing each other at exactly a right angle. That perfect corner is what makes perpendicular lines so interesting in algebra and graphing. When lines are perpendicular, they meet at a 90-degree angle, which is a special kind of intersection. This is not just about looks. It actually helps us understand how lines relate to each other on a coordinate plane. In algebra, every line has a slope, which tells us how steep it is. When two lines are perpendicular, their slopes have a unique relationship. If one line has a slope of a certain number, the line perpendicular to it will have a slope that is the negative reciprocal of that number. For example, if one line has a slope of 2, the line crossing it at a right angle will have a slope of -1/2. This relationship makes it easier to find the equation of the second line once you know the first. Knowing about perpendicular lines helps us draw and understand graphs better. When lines are perpendicular, they form a clear geometric shape, making it easier to visualize how lines interact on the graph. This is especially useful when working with linear functions and trying to find where lines cross or are at right angles. It helps us see the big picture of how different lines relate to each other in a visual way. Perpendicular lines are also key when solving problems involving distances and angles. If you want to find the shortest distance from a point to a line, knowing the perpendicular line helps you do that quickly. It also helps in figuring out if two lines are at right angles just by comparing their slopes. This is important in geometry problems that involve rectangles, squares, or other shapes with right angles. Connecting algebra and geometry is another reason why perpendicular lines matter. They show how algebraic formulas can describe geometric properties. When you understand the slope relationship, you can use algebra to solve geometric problems more easily. This link makes algebra more concrete and helps you see how the math works in real life. In short, perpendicular lines are important because they help us analyze and create lines that meet at right angles. This makes solving algebra problems and understanding graphs much simpler. Recognizing the negative reciprocal relationship between slopes allows us to quickly find equations of perpendicular lines. This skill is a foundation for many algebra and geometry tasks, making it easier to work with linear relationships and graphing.